Yo, listen, recently I've been going through some really dark emotional challenges, right? And to be put frankly, I've just been going through some emotional torture in real life. But I'm not going to talk about it too much right here because I want to explain this concept instead. Because what I've learned from this sort of experiences which I've had in the past months is that it may seem like you're going through everything. However, there's layers to this problem. There's layers to everything, right? And what I've learned is I've learned more about myself and all the patterns that I've had as a kid as well. And so what we mean by an emotion, right? Because a lot of people don't explain what an emotion means. What we mean by emotion is basically it's E plus motion, which is energy in motion, energy moving through your body. Because if I draw you here, right here, right? This is you. It's literally energy, which is moving through you. It's energy which is moving through you, because when you feel a difficult emotion, you get a lump in your throat, right? You kind of feel there's a sensation in your belly, there's a tightness in your chest. Certain emotions have different effects on the physical body, right? And what that basically means is that emotions are felt on a physical level, because on a mental level, it's just thoughts and this and this. It's the justification of why that feeling should be there. And it's all about those sort of entanglements which are in your mind. However, on a feelingness level, on a physical level, all you can do is feel the emotion. And so with that being said, all you got to realize now is there's two type of ways that you deal with emotion. Number one, you go about it through your mind. You go about, oh, why did this happen, right? Why is it happening? Why is this happening like that? Plus, you feel it in your body. So instead of viewing these as the same things, you're going through an emotion. But I want you to make this key separation, which is the thought and the feeling. You got to realize that these are two separate things. These two are two separate things, right? And a lot of people tell you that you should rather write about your emotions and not take the feeling as too much. However, you got to realize the feeling is what is actually the emotion. The feeling is the emotion. And a feeling is basically what I've put here is the lines. It's the feeling that you feel in your body. The longer you have that trap, the longer you have it suppressed inside of you, the more it will store. It's like a tank, right? It's like a tank like this, right? You go through some stuff. It kind of goes up here. More stuff goes up here. More stuff goes up here. Unless you allow yourself to feel it, this reservoir will keep on filling up and up and up. And so with that being said, what you got to realize is there's a distinction to make between thoughts and feeling. Feelingness is what you feel on a feelingness level, which is a physical level, which is different to what you feel as a thought. Let me give you a clear example, right? Let's say it's 12 a.m. You've just phoned your friend to come in town and you're going to get some coffee or something. And you phoned him and it's been an hour. He ain't replied to your text, nor has he messaged you anything. There's going to be a thought, oh, so my friend doesn't care about me then. Like, you're going to be all in your head. You're like, what? He doesn't care about me. And it's going to be all these anxious feelings. You're going to feel anxiety. The thought is going to be what your mind is trying to construct from this situation. So it's going to be, what happened, right? It's going to be as simple as that. It's like, what happened to my friend? Why is he not showing up? Why is he not replying to my text? However, there's a key distinction to make from this, because the thought that you have is separate from the feeling, because the feeling is what you feel in your body. This is what you kind of feel, right? You need to make the distinction between what you feel and what you think, because what you think is not really affecting you as much as you think it does. What you feel is what affects you. Because there's a quote I've recently seen which literally says that you only heal from the emotions which you allow yourself to feel. What you got to realize from that is that you only heal from the things which you allow yourself to feel in the present moment. If you don't allow yourself to feel a certain thing, you're not going to heal from it, because what you need is acceptance that the feeling is there in the first place, right? Another key concept which I want you to learn now is that we already made it clear that emotion is just energy moving through our body. On a feelingness level, emotion is just moving through our body, right? And so there's two ways on how you can deal with emotions as a whole. There's the thought, and there is the feeling. Now, like I said before, Thought is something that you have in your head that quantifies that feeling, that says something about it. The thought is not what makes you sad. It's not what makes you embarrassed. It's not what makes you angry. It's not what makes you happy. It's the feeling behind the thought that makes you feel that way, right? And so what I mean by this is, the thought might be, oh, my mom said this to me, or my girlfriend said this to me. What's wrong with me, or something like that. It should be a thought. The feeling might be some tightness in your chest. The feeling might be how you feel. It might be you feel kind of cringe as well. So it's all about kind of dealing with the feeling and the thought. And so with the thought, what you can do is journal. Now I can literally say it because I've done journaling, bro. I've done this for the past 3 years. If I could show you, I've literally have like journals inside, and I've journaled for literally 3 years, and it's worked wonders. Honestly, I don't think I would be here making this video if I hadn't journaled at all. And so journal is basically writing your thoughts down on a piece of paper. Let's say you just get like a blank piece of paper, and you just write down what you think. And remember, it's not going to be like you're going to write an essay or something. It's just how you feel. It shouldn't really take too long. You could just write 2 lines. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're starting for the first time, just write 2 lines. This is for dealing with your thoughts, because instead of hiding this, you just got to write this on a piece of paper to quantify it in a way, right? Because people tell you that you shouldn't really do anything about the thought, or you should just feel the feeling. However, I disagree. You need to journal about what you're feeling, because then you can actually get the sensation of the feeling, right? And so to deal with the feeling, what you need to do is, step 1, accept it. You need to accept the feeling which is present in order to feel it in the first place. It could be a feeling of grief, of losing something that was once valuable to you. It could be feelings of anger. It could be feelings of sadness. Oh, why did this happen? Why did that happen, right? Anything it is, without really paying attention to the thought which is there, feel it. Allow yourself to feel it. Accept that it's there. What we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how to actually see what feeling rises up. Literally sit somewhere quiet, right? I'm just going to draw you. You're sitting somewhere quiet, and whatever comes up, right? Whatever thought comes up, be like, okay, what is the feeling behind that thought? What is making me feel that way? And instead of focusing on what is going on in your head, what is, oh, he did this to me, why did she do that to me? Instead of focusing on that, focus on what is going on inside your body. Because like I said, it all happens on a feelingness level. It all happens on the way you feel. And the more you allow yourself to feel what you feel, right? Wait, let me just make space. Like I said previously, it's like a battery tank. Let's say your feeling is here, and the more you allow yourself to feel it, the more it will just lessen and lessen and lessen until there is nothing there. It will be like that, and plus it will just kind of go away. Do you know what I mean? And so what you need to realize from that is there's 2 different ways on how to deal with an emotion. First, there's going to be the thought, which basically means that you need to journal about it, write about it, and quantify it in a way. And the second one is to feel it and accept that it is there. And I'm not saying accept what people have done to you or what circumstance you are in, because I know how it feels. It's shit to think, oh yeah, I accept what I'm feeling and stuff like that. But you got to realize that without really feeling what you're feeling, you're not allowing yourself to heal from that. To heal, all you need to do is accept what is present, and then you have the free will to choose, what am I going to do with what I have right now? I'm not going to lie, I've been going through it for the past months, and what has helped me the most is mixing both together, because I used to be an advocate for journaling before, but I realized that, you know what, instead of focusing solely on journaling, there needs to be a space where you actually allow yourself to feel the feeling, because all that journaling does for you is it puts your thoughts in sort of a paper, which you can clearly see and quantify and stuff like that. But feeling is much more than language. It literally transcends what language is, right? And so feeling is literally allowing that the presence of the feeling, welcoming it, like you do with a sick patient in a hospital. Like if you had a loved one that was sick, you wouldn't just kind of, yes, let's go, man, let's get up. You're not going to do that, are you? So it's the same with your feeling. You need to allow yourself to feel the feeling. It's like kind of being with that loved one that is sick. So instead of telling your loved one to, yo, get up, man, we gotta go somewhere, instead of telling them that, you kind of sit with them and just spend time with them. It's the same with your feeling as well. You just need to be with it And don't try to like change it or manipulate it or justify it or anything. Just be with what is there, and eventually your battery tank will run away. And to summarize this video, all you had to know was that emotion is divided into two parts, right? Thoughts and feeling. And an emotion is basically energy moving through your body. So what you've got to realize from that, oh, that's thought, by the way. I put a 2. That was supposed to be a T. I put a 2 there. But what you've got to realize is there's two different ways to deal with a certain emotion, which is thought and feeling. Thought is basically what you have in your head about a feeling, and feeling is purely what you can feel in your body, right? And this is what you can quantify in your brain or your mind. So with that being said, all you have to do for your thought is write it out somewhere, journal about it, right? What you need to do for your feeling is feel the feeling instead of resisting it, and that is how you would deplete the tank of emotion. And yo, listen, it's not going to be easy, by the way. Don't think that I've given you this secret tactic and it's going to be easy all of a sudden. It is not easy. I've done this many times, right? And I've seen some really magnificent result from this. However, you know what happens? You see that the more you learn, the less you kind of know. And so what I would suggest to you is practice this loads of times and see the results for yourself, because I've certainly seen results. So with that being said, I hope this video really helped you. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the video, and I will see you in the next one.